Howdy folks, Cody's Ironverse Comics here on a hell of a day. We ended up launching Cactus Coyote just a little early. Let me go ahead and get that. I think, yeah, that was my bad. There we go, we got that. Doing double duty there, didn't need to do that. Alright, well here I am, right back. Alright, it's Cactus Coyote launch stream and drinking AMA. I'm gonna go ahead and actually start with one. Really, because I think it'll help this flow better. I'm drinking some Bandolero Tequila Silver. I'm going to go ahead and get that in me. And be right back with you folks. I use the wonderful Cactus Coyote theme tune by the Jukebots and Dollar Coins to intro this. And now I'm going to use a little tune by Laguna Munta called Jack's Ride. Probably not the whole tune. You guys just don't need to hear me continue on with this this part of the Liquid Courage end of this whole thing. I'll be right back. Told you I'd be right back. All right, let's get this show on the road. Let me go ahead. I did a preview stream of this campaign on Friday. That's now been privated. No need for it. We're doing it right. We're doing it right here, and we're placing our bets correctly. Let's go ahead and go on over there. Thank you, Dusk, for being here. Let me go ahead and look. Anybody else is here, which of course I appreciate. Always do. Love your guys' support. Love you guys. Dollar Coins is here, of course. He'll be answering your questions in chat directly from the creator, writer, mangaka of Coyote. Going for that. Let's see. Duskwill says, time to get a bit crazy, a bit wild, and really lucky. Lay down the cards and roll the dice, baby. No question. Duskwill gets the vibe. Dollar Coins, some high roller fighting words I hear. Yeah, no question. And the fighting Duskwill seems to be doing is the temptation to bust out the good wine. Well, it's a celebration here. If you'd like to, Dusk, you are more than welcome to. I'd appreciate it. But you do you, brother. Save it for another time if need be. Let me see. Doing some promo stuff here. I want to get folks here. We're trying a Sunday night live stream, right? You don't think the late night too? Not much competition is my hope, but also it's just it's the perfect time, you know. It's launch time. Let me go over here. All right. Well, I redid the stream theme a little bit. Oh man, no, that's a good one. Excuse me. We're going a little Cactus Coyote for a while, probably for the next few weeks. I'll be dropping Jack Iron's 2 news as I have it. In fact, I might be late on one tonight. I'll skirt by. But we do have updates on that. Maybe I'll get to that after we focus on Coyote. But we're here to talk Cactus Coyote and the killer crowdfunding campaign. I'm going to go ahead. Dollar Coins, I am going to tempt people with the secret perk that they actually cannot get. I'm not going to show them what's in it. Just so that folks will sign up to our next mailing list. Ironverse Comics wants to give you the killer deals, and we want the folks who are on the ground floor and running with us to get the best of the best. And you'll see one perk when I'm going through the campaign that's like that. So I guess I'll just dive straight into that. We'll watch the campaign video, and then I'll just go back into talking about this killer project. Let me go ahead and switch on over. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I think you folks should see it. I'm gonna go ahead and make it even a little bit more manageable for myself. I think I can do that. No, not there. This one. Oh, I didn't do what I wanted. Now it did. Okay, there we go. Full screen that thing. Alrighty. So, we launched Cactus Coyote #1 today. We launched the manga probably 2 or 3 months ago to lead up to this, to give people the vibe and the ideas behind the character. Very much like we previewed Jack Irons #1 with the last campaign we did, and that seemed to be something people really appreciated. They got to read kind of what they're going to be getting. With the manga, it's actually there's going to be quite a bit of shift, which is good. I think folks will get it, but the tone and the character is very well conveyed, and certainly the manga took a lot of love and effort to get there, and I think it's worth your time. I'll be looking at that maybe after we go through the campaign. But here we go. We are at 153 USD as of right now, and 8 backers. Thank you all so very much. Anybody who's here, anybody who's not here, thank you. That's 1%. It's over 1%, but you know, it's a 1 point something percent of our goal there, so I don't blame Indiegogo. Of our $7,777,000 goal, I believe we can get that. I believe Ironverse Comics has earned its reputation as a quality in the very underutilized weird Western genre in comics, and I really believe we can really knock this out of the park. So here we go. Let's go ahead and watch this campaign video, and then maybe I'll check chat. Thank you all for being here. Cody, Ironverse Comics, Cactus Coyote. All right, that's our campaign video for Cactus. Hope you folks will consider placing your bets so he can get out of his debts. All right, here's our secret perk. If you guys didn't sign up for the mailing list, tough shit. The Rad Cat special was only for them. We love you all nonetheless. Hope you'll consider signing on to the next one. We might open this perk as the campaign goes on to other promotional opportunities. But for now, these 4 lucky folks were the ones to snag it so far. It's the best deal on this page. But let's continue. The first issue of Cactus Coyote invites you into Spinneroony Town. It's a galactic hub for gambling, backdoor dealings, and every sleazy thing you can imagine. This is Cactus Coyote's town, and this high roller owes a full deck of cash to about every dangerous loan shark there is. Some happen to be literal alien sharks. Yeah, they got the teeth to back that up. This campaign will fund Coyote's first foray into the seedy, shadowy underbelly of Ironverse Comics. Join us. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll pick up a thing or two about racking up some debt. All right, so that's the overview. We'll go on to the hard pitch from Dollar here in a second. I want to go ahead and check chat. Woo, chat's a little bit bopping, kind of because of the robot, I assume. Let me go ahead and work a little harder to read this. Thank you all for being here, by the way. Very much appreciated. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Catching up here. Well, don't show what's in it. They'd really kick themselves for missing it. I know. I'm not gonna. I'm not good at dollar coins. I'm a tease. You know me by now. I only wish I could afford these campaigns. I had to be really selective in the ones I did back, missing out on so much stuff. You got Wampool, brother. I was happy to see that that's already delivered some of the merch, which is freaking killer. Just a wonderful project. And Dusk, I'm just happy. Thank you for being here and modding. Always appreciate that. These days, who knows, if we were able to get this YouTube to a significant audience, a mod would be more important than almost anything. Hell, more important than me just jabbering on. Let's see. I only wish I could afford these campaigns. As long as you got $10, you're golden. Dollar Coins is 100% right. This is a budget campaign compared to Jack Irons. There's a lot of variation, but yeah, $5 and $5 shipping will get you this issue. We're going newsprint to help with costs, so that is a factor, sure. But you're gonna get a quality story, a good book that you're gonna read again and again, and some fun weird western, as only Ironverse Comics can do it. Stream Elements, my faithful Famine Inc. recruited robot, suggests you go ahead and read that preview manga for free at that link. I'm 100% with that. Please do read the preview manga. Dollar Coins worked his ass off on it, and I happen to try my best not to ruin it. I hope you folks will agree. Disco Team, reading it now, man. I love it. I fucking love Dollar Coin style too. Damn it, Duskquill. I'm with you 100%. The manga style is so fun. It's loose, but his paneling and his layouts are just, man, I love it. Got a good balance of gritty, dirty, and smooth clean. I agree, 100%. Our Famine Inc. bot also suggests you go ahead and buy some of our merch. I'm going to go ahead and echo that sentiment in worship to our Lord and CEO, Famine. Go ahead and click that link and go get you some of the best Weird Western gear out there. Yeah, and then follow me. Follow Dollar Coins. Let me go ahead and add that into chat. Dollar Coins is. There's no P in coins, Cody. There you go. All right. Yeah. We got this. I can still type. Right? That's kinda. I could kinda still type. There you go. That link's not going to actually get you anywhere, though, because I'm too lazy to go to his actual profile and put it. Somebody else wants to? Go for it. Let's see. You got to sell it with a Godfather mafioso tone. I don't know. I don't want any of my old contacts to think I'm back in the game, man. But if we hit high, we can make all high rollers and get a glossy print. But yeah, no, it's true. One of our stretch goals that we've been kicking around is exactly that, upgrading the printing from newsprint to glossy paper to better highlight the colors once we have something to show off of the colorist. I'm hoping here pretty soon it will. I'm going to go ahead and kick the guy we're kicking around with and see if he's got anything. He should have something this week by what he told me, and I can't wait to show you guys because he's just so incredibly talented and a beloved member of Team Ironverse Comics. Well, if there's one thing I know, Duskquill says, from my fair share of run-in with the intergalactic scum, there's always one more last big score. Oh, hell yeah. There's never a last, even though it is the last. SoCal accent. How do I have a South California accent when I'm born in New Mexico? I don't know. You're not the only one to tell me that, so I guess that happened. My mother and father were born in Los Angeles. Maybe that's part of it. But I don't notice them having an accent, and I've picked up a lot of cowboy. What's the word? It's not mannerisms. It's for voice. Dialectic, but that's not the word, but I guess that does put it forward. Since working with Jack Irons, I've been trying to curtail, but it works because I'm in the Southwest, and in the work I do, people don't mind thinking it's a much more local boy, giving them whatever kind of, in my case, mainly dealing with passengers for balloon flights. But anywho, let me go ahead. Robot again, trying to shill for us. Thank you, my shill bot. Get the skinny and dig your nose in on the latest lead of the shiftiest coyote right here. Good hunting, space cowboys. Love it, Duskquill. Love it. Thank you. That's the proper link. If you're too lazy to use my silly just look this up on Twitter link, he went and linked you perfectly. Thank you so much. Dollar coins. The city slicker, I know, calling me a city slicker. That's fair enough. Where I am, they like to pretend it's a pretentious small town, so maybe I got some of that. All right, let me go ahead and do a little bit more promo. I'd love more people here. You folks are doing great, though. Thank you so much. Go ahead and retweet that. Thank you. Be good if I could not put a typo in every promotional tweet, but you know, I guess that's Ironbear's signature for now. Its editor doesn't know how to freaking spell check before he sends things out. That's a great thing. All right, let's go ahead and switch off a chat here. So if I don't get to you guys right away in chat, just be patient. I'll get there. I just can't see it for shit when I'm switched over to this. That's the Twitter. I don't need the Twitter. That's just me promoting. So I guess you guys aren't really seeing much. Let me go ahead and full screen that again. So we did the overview. We did the bitchin' campaign video. We told you our goal and how I believe it is completely achievable and can be blown away with the talents at work in Team Coyote and Ironverse Comics. But let's go ahead and go to Dollar Coin Sell. Ring-a-ding-ding, motherfuckers. I'm Dollar Coins, manga artist and creator of Cactus Coyote. Well, I'm not Dollar Coins. I'm Cody Fernandez. But Dollar Coins is here. One of the comic book characters from Ironverse Comics, Jack Irons the Steel Cowboy, created by Cody Fernandez. I wonder if anybody could hunt down the original panel. There's a one-page Cactus Coyote was pitched on. I still have saved. I love the page. If anybody could find it, maybe we'll hook them up with a Rad Cat special and promo it anyway. Because I can find it. I have it. I could post it. But the engagement's what matters, right? But that's exactly his first appearance is looking for old Jack, and he's grown quite a bit since then in design and in flavor, in experience. It's been a wonderful thing. So let me go ahead and go to the bit where he okay, so Jack Iron Steel Cowboy created by me, something 2,000-year-old immortal future cowboy. Yeah, that's not why you're here. And you're not here. You don't have to be here for Jack. You're here for Ironverse Comics, and you're here for Cactus Coyote. This is Cactus Coyote's tale, and we're rolling the dice to bring you a 40-page issue of this wild gambler in a risk-all, lose-all game for his biggest bet ever. And maybe pay off a few of those pesky IOUs while we're at it. That would be nice. This isn't any run-of-the-mill comic book. You like Ralph Bakshi, Looney Tunes, 70s anime, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Dick Tracy, Zoot Suits, Space? We're going to pack these ideas into the super stellar work with so much jazz it'll make Bebop look like Kids Bop. So we need you gamblers to help us get this wild ride moving. 100% we need you. Here's what we're cooking. Here's some character sheets. Jack is still without a character sheet, which is very impressive, honestly. But this is it's a wonderful design. It's very fun. It's going to be pretty fluid. Think anime in terms of off model, I kind of assume, but it's going to be tighter. It's going to be tighter than that. He is a shapeshifter, though, so it gives us a lot of leeway. And the very talented artist, which we will get into as I go further down, is Andrea Boscolo. You folks may be familiar with his work with Purity Sin Gaming. He's done a lot of great stuff with her and her comic strip, her comic, which she has for sale on Comic Central. And he's kind of an industry vet, but one of those who's been maybe a little lowballed. And for no good reason, an extreme talent, and we're happy, proud to give him wonderful work with Ironverse Comics. So, Cactus Coyote's normal, walking around, dealing with everybody kind of form. It's fun. It's kind of, I love the design. It's very simple. It's very simple, but it's particularly the nose. It's got a lot of personality. And then here we go. Here's another quasi character sheet. This is one of his other forms. He uses coins of certain materials to shapeshift into other shapes which have different abilities. Part of the fun of Cactus Coyote is the anime inspiration. And a lot of that dollar coins has worked very hard to convey with the character, and I think it's killer. It's very, very, very grabbing. If you like anime in that the depth and in the mechanics and in figuring out how a character kind of functions and where their limits are and how they can grow beyond them and such, I think Cactus Coyote is going to be your bet. Just perfect for that kind of audience. Let's go on down. Andrea Boscolo's work with facial expressions is incredible. It's going to be a lot of fun seeing him manifest all of these different personalities within Coyote as the work continues and the issue gets put out. All right, looks great, right? Well, to me it does. Fan-freaking-tastic, if you tell me. Well, yeah, say it with me, Dollar. Now here's the meat of the platter to feast your eyes upon. So here's the first 5 pages of Cactus Coyote, inked and ready to go, already done for you folks. Cactus and Dollar Coins really put his money where his mouth is in producing this, and I think it turned out wonderful. Let's go ahead and go through these pages. I assume this is page 1. We're introduced to Spinaroonie Town, the galactic hub, as it said, of gambling and other shady business in Ironverse Comics. If New Deadwood is Jack Iron's hub, which is the last bastion of humanity and a reservation for the Anu Confederation, this is more of an actual Deadwood. This is where folks come to deal in things that the Anu Confederation or the Horsemen may not want to deal with because it's too off color, or maybe it's the other way around and they really want to but they can't publicly. This is where you'd come and find the people who can make that happen, including a certain shifty and shady Coyote. This right here is the introduction to the Empress of Spinaroonie Town, Chandra of Spades. I'm really looking forward to exploring her family's history and the bloodline that runs Spinaroonie Town. It's an excellent world Dollar Coins has built within to communicate what space is in Ironverse Comics, and this is where you'll kind of get that. You don't need to be a fan of Jack Irons to love Cactus Coyote and vice versa, but you're going to get a lot more out of both series if you enjoy them both, and I really do hope you enjoy them both. Let's go ahead. Page 3. We get introduced to one of the rich casinos where these criminals and shysters go ahead and collect off of the rich and ignorant of the galaxy. I'm sure they have a lot of fun. It's not like they're not getting anything in return, but it's a hustle, and I hope we kind of communicated that. It's busy. It's I can't wait till the colors kind of explode the line art for you folks. But Andrea Boscolo's attention to detail and his ability to communicate vibes is just wonderful. Again, very proud to have him on Team Ironverse Comics. We got all this wonderful personality portrayed. We'll go down here further, and we'll see the first appearance of Cactus Coyote within his comic. He's butting into somebody rolling. He's after something, if I remember right. We got our gorgeous babes, which we need in Ironverse Comics. Jack and humanity, there ain't much left. So finding a waifu isn't all that easy. But out in space, a lot more life out there, I'll tell you. Also, first appearance of the Famine Inc. logo. We'll start integrating that into more Ironverse Comics as it continues. But anywho, let's go on to the last page. He snags something and bolts the fuck out of there, and well, security ain't too happy about that, are they? I love the fourth wall breaking of this champagne glass to go cut that mangy dog up for messing with the with the casino's bottom end. All right, let me go ahead and check chat before I continue. But I agree. What an interest. Now we're playing with house money, am I right? Yeah, I don't think we're playing with anybody else's. Let me go ahead and go to the scene here. I can't really see it, but you guys will see that. Let me see chat now. Bum bum bum. Oh, excuse me. I'm actually missing quite a bit. Bum bum bum. Let me go from here. Uh. Duskquill, no worries, man. Typos are an Ironverse signature. Dollar coins is ka-ching, followed by a click click, which I'm very curious what the click click is. With all these folks I know that have dollar in their name, you think I'd be rich? No question, Dusk. Well, I mean, it's a dollar. It's not Benjamins, you know. You need to know more Benjamins, Duskquill, and I think you'll do better. Got to get all those bennies. Must resist urge to make second companion fanfic. I don't know why you'd resist it. I better go ahead and tempt you. Do it. Do it. Kactus needs that. Ironverse in Space needs that. Go ahead if you'd like to. You don't have to. Why is this universe so damn cool? Because it's fucking Ironverse comics and nobody else does it like us. We've got Weird Western down pat. We know sci-fi. We know apocalyptic stories, and we're gonna provide them to you in the damn coolest way possible. Yes, Dollar Coins is a pseudonym like Monkey Punch or One, though I know Monkey Punch did not like his pseudonym. I'm not sure One's opinion, but I think Dollar Coins works too. It allows some more flexibility in what we're trying to do. And honestly, I like the concept. I do like pseudonyms. I think you should be able to separate yourself from your art and still put it out if that's what you so choose to do. And that's the thing too. Dollar Coin says right there, easier to remember for fans, hopefully too. I think so. I think it'll stand out more, especially in relation to Kactus as people learn about how his abilities work and what that coin dispenser on his hip actually is for. If you read the manga, which is right below that comment I just read from Dollar Coins, you can find out what that coin dispenser is for. I just got they're interested in the go-go, but they want to know if we're all doing... Really? Indiegogo took direct interest in... Okay. If we're doing all newsprint, yes, we are. But if we hit a higher stretch goal, glossy is a definite. No, I agree. We're 100% down with that. Also depends on if any publishers take a monetary interest in the work. There's a lot. It's Dollar Coin's show. I'm just the ringmaster at the moment. Again, thank you, Streambot. Go buy some freaking Ironverse merch, folks. Means a lot to us. I'm going to go ahead and actually promo a little bit, so if I quiet, it's because I am trying to figure out a way to get more people on in here. It's not hard, though. It's very doable. Let me go ahead and do that. Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. That's what. Need to check this out. Reminds me of... Oh, cool. All right, well, we got some intro... my favorite part, and I was kind of happy that I was reignited today. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and pretend it. Dollar, I got your DM. I'm gonna go ahead and pretend I'm 100% correct with what I said, cause it doesn't matter. But I got you. Honestly, folks, just I'm stoked for you being here and checking us out, doing another kind of impromptu live stream. Let me go ahead, and I think I've done what I can there at the moment, so maybe I can get right back to you folks. I'm going to go ahead and check out the stream itself. Yeah, bigger, longer, and uncut. It's all possible. Quite possibly likely if I have my my chance. I can tempt all I want, and I'll most likely succeed. I was already thinking of a character idea. Exactly, Dollar Coins. Fanfics are always fun. I agree 100%. Part of the pinnacle of Ironverse Comics is opening up the fanfic engagement. At least me personally, and with Jack Irons himself. I don't know if that applies to all the projects we're doing, but it certainly applies to our universe, because honestly, I want as wide a universe as possible. I want to make Marvel and DC feel small. And it's not hard because they really do limit their scope sometimes. Jack Kirby did a wonderful job in widening it with New Gods and stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna make Weird Western something that folks, besides something like Westworld, that folks want to engage with again. It's a mix of genres that are integral to pop culture, and I don't think we can go wrong with doing that as long as we do it right, honorably, and respectfully. And I think we very well can, and we certainly have the talent to collect all these wonderful bets. I'm going to go ahead and go up here, see if anything changed here. I kind of doubt it, but who knows? I'm hopeful. Let me see. Nope. All right. Well, we're going to go on and go down. I'm going to go find where I was. Bum. Here we go. All right, we're going to show you the covers now, the two covers that we have lined up. So yes, of course, Cactus Coyote makes a wonderful entrance and then ditches right away. But here we go. Cover A, Andrea Boscolo. You would think it would be an O because he's a dude, but no, it's Andrea Boscolo. Our comic book artist shows off his fantastic talents with dollar coins, not with. Again, you're trusting me to edit, and I keep finding these things live and not when I'm actually looking to edit. So maybe we'll figure that out. Just do live editing from now on, huh? Fantastic talents with this amazing original cover art for Cactus Coyote. It's actually a slight homage cover, if I remember right. I'm hoping folks will get it. Folks who do will actually probably get an extra value in the fact that we released a manga of Cactus as well as doing this Western campaign. That's the clue I'm going to go ahead and give you guys. I really hope somebody figures it out. I find it's a wonderful cover. Very, very dynamic. In all honesty, it beats the hell out of Jack's two covers so far in terms of being dynamic. Once it gets colored, I think it'll just blow folks away. It's very fun too, and that's why Cactus is the fun. He's the wacky, and as I said many other times, it's kind of the manic depressive, whereas Jack is just the pure on downer. But anywho, let's continue with the other cover as well. Again, wonderful cover. Cover B by Bridge of Faust, or Mr. What's His Name, with both question marks. Did this awesome piece that'll become the Newsprints variant cover. That is, if you choose to shift to different flavors. I love this piece. I think it conveys the dynamic manga kind of feel. It's got this rough graffiti feel to it. I was blown away when I saw this image. It sold me on the color scheme of Cactus, which we were actually kicking around for a while over at Ironverse Comics. It sold me on a lot. The personality that Bridge of Faust is able to portray in his images is just incredible. And the fact that he does most of them, if not all of them, in a single session, it shows in the art in terms of the aggressive energy. And I love it. I adore it. I'm stoked for both covers. I, of course, backed for both covers already. Also, if you back certain tiers, you'll get the classy, and also I'll call it the classic because it's one of the original covers. It's the cover for the manga. Coyote poster. It's an 11x17. And it's by Amoeba Cannon with alterations and logo by Zero Fox. It's poker night with the boys. Den is full of cigar smoke, as any good den is. And one of the fellows asks you where you'd get this snazzy poster. He's an alien shapeshifter, you say. You says. I love that. You says. There we go. Whew. And he owes some debts. Very much so. He's playing some kind of galactic poker right there. I love it. I love this piece. It's a wonderful fan art piece. Amoeba Cannon was kind enough to give it to us for both this campaign and the cover of the manga, and just wonderful work. Go ahead and look that up. I bet you can find the dude on his social media just by that. We go down. I guess we're going to go ahead. There's Andrea Boscolo right there. Look at that smile. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, I love the guy. Very kind. He's been working great with Dollar Coins. Dollar Coins is it's a wonderful guy. I'm very happy to work with him. but he has a greater attention to detail than I tend to as a writer when the pages come in. But that's probably because he's an artist and he knows what he wants to convey, whereas me, I'm just surprised by what I get in. And I think it's just wonderful. It's a great dynamic to see other teams within Team Ironverse Comics come together and figure out their dynamic and their rhythm. And Andrea and Dollar Coins have figured that out very well, and we're very blessed to work with him. I'm going to go ahead and go down. You can see some of Andrea's other work. He does the Looney Tunes style just perfectly, of course. This is some of his work with Purity Sin. That's one of her main characters. I believe it's called The Detective, but I feel so bad that I don't know 100%. And of course, alongside Darkwing Duck and Launchpad. Here's some Ninja Turtles with some mini turtles. They look like, oh god, what's the word? That's gonna bug me. The Turtle Hermit also. Well, I can't remember the Japanese word for turtles, but that's what this seems to convey. I've never seen Pokemon with as much personality as Andrea put into these guys. I find it toony and wonderful. I think a Charizard should be that. What would be the word for that face? You know what? Even just inspiring that is absolutely wonderful. I'm gonna move on because my vocabulary goes down the shitter when I drink. Army of Darkness. This is probably my favorite piece, just because I love Army of Darkness and the attention to detail. All these little Marvin the Martian skeletons. We've got some TNT, because every good Looney Tune needs TNT in one of those exploders. We've got Bugs being the tranny that he loves to be with his bowling ball boobs. And of course, a Acme Swiss Army chainsaw. Just, so good. So good. We need to pay this man and a colorist to get some amazing colors and art flowing. Turn this black and white dice into a winning pair, you see? There's printing costs. That's right. Physical stuff. You get it. You love it. That's how we're going to play. A one-of-a-kind, old-school newsprint issue with the possibility of glossy if we can blow past that goal. Betting chips may be affected by intergalactic exchange rates, and I'll also put, though do not quote me on this and you were never told, but Famine Inc. might also confiscate them. But between you and me, he'll cut you some slack. So Dollar Coin has the pat on him, so maybe you won't have to deal with those exchange rates. Be a little shifty and shady. So we can go ahead and go through the perks now. But I'm going to go ahead and just line it up for the perks. You guys take a quick look. But I'm going to go ahead and switch over to chat again to see what's going on there. I lose attention and it will be gone. Let me see. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, yeah, Dollar Coins, we did both miss an edit. I must have read this thing about 20 times before going live. And you say you read it 100 times. There's always something. That's why you need a separate editor who actually who actually has some experience in editing. I'm working on it, though. I'm working on it. I strive to make Ironverse Comics proud. Look, Coyote is next to him. I'm not sure what that's referencing, but folks, you go ahead and look for me. Duskquill. I like sci-fi card games. And after I was done breaking my neck to read the page that had the shot of the cards. Okay, Dusk. Very fair comment on the Tapas edition of the manga. Tapas does not allow you to load up double-page spreads. Or if you do, they will be shrinked so freaking tiny nobody can read them. So my editorial choice in publishing that was to flip it sideways. And the problem is, it's very hard for folks to flip it the other way. That's why, through our Patreon, the Ironverse Comics Patreon, you can just download the motherfucker and read it for yourself at your leisure at the most HD and convenient way we have available right now. But, I'm so happy the card game, quote unquote, interests you. Think of the loot box experience taken to its most extreme and actually affects reality. And that's what I get out of the game that Coyote kind of gets himself in debt with. A lot of fun. Dollar Coins, he'll get you the description for you in a minute. That's great. Thank you, Dollar Coins. Maybe I'll read that as I go down. Our shill bot is doing its thing. Go ahead and check out what Duskquill's talking about, and you can see my editorial decisions at work. That'd be great. Hope you plan on doing actual plays of the card game, because I'd love to see it. If we were, we'd have to really curb our Famine Inc. Inclinations, because the monetization possibilities are quite wonderful. Okay, let me go down. It's the Escape Deck. What it is a blank handheld device that is distributed by Famine Inc., not to be confused with Famine Inc. It allows the user to use unique cards that are either won through in-game gambling or the purchase of various digital card packs. Cards acquired by the player can be used to activate an array of unique skills. It is considered a Grade A destructive item by the ANU's illegal contraband committee, and a waste of time by many gamblers for its very high stake playing. And that's very true. The ANU really do want to curb Famine Inc., because they're kind of a destructive, uncontrolled element. And the ANU, like the Horsemen, want to put their version of the galaxy forward beyond all else. And so anything that doesn't fit that narrative will be clamped down on. It's not high stakes enough. I don't know. I think some of the stakes are life or death with the Escape Deck. But who knows? The dog next to Andrea. Oh, yes, the little wiener dog. Yes. I got you, Dollar Coins. I got you. And thank you, Streambot, for keeping up the shilling. The shillining. Let me go ahead. I'm going to go back and try and maybe get another voice or two in here. I don't know if we can do it. We're going to try it. But thank you all for being here again. We got a little bit more of the campaign to go through. I think I'm actually going to go ahead. I finished the silver tequila from Bandolero, but there happened to be a good amount of gold left. So I think I'm just switching colors myself. Go ahead and take that. Go ahead and pour that. Yeah, there we go. Narration seems to work. Oh, look, Johan showed up too. Let me see. Let me freaking see. Yeah. So, let me go ahead. 99.9% chance of death or my addiction, which is what I assume you meant to say, won't be satisfied. Well, that's okay. Well, I'm sure Famine Inc. has a card pack for you. Where, 1 in, oh God, what would the odds be there? 99.9. 1 in 100th will murder your ass? Or no, excuse me, 1 in 100th won't murder your ass. There's quite a possibility that card pack exists. Let me go down in here. So we've been doing that. Let me see if we got any more. No, but that's cool. It's actually getting some movement. Let me do something right here. Doing some communication. Ba-da-da-da. I'm gonna have to read that later. There's no time for that. We're here trying to sell a book here. Let me go over here. I'm gonna go ahead to the slideshow. That's what I call this. It's not really a slideshow. It's where I can show you folks what's going on with my web pages. It's also my gaming thing, but I haven't tried gaming yet on stream. I actually have tried recording a few, and the good ones, my audio was messed up, so that kind of broke my heart a little bit. So I haven't had the balls to do it again, but soon enough, I think I will. There's a few older Xbox games I want to go through with you folks. I think we could have a lot of fun. I'll get to that when we get to that. Let's go ahead. Ironverse Comics is taking all bets. So, slots winner. At $3, you'll get the digital issue of Cactus Coyote, and you'll be supporting Ironverse Comics and future efforts from us. 5 titles in the works. This is title number 2, and I am super totally stoked to be trying to sell you folks on this again. I missed this from last year and Jack, so that was kind of fun. 4-card Monty at $5 plus another 5 shipping if I'm correct, at least domestically. It's going to be a little bit more internationally. We learned from our first Ironverse campaign, and we don't want to put ourselves further in debt. This one's to get somebody out. 4-card Monty. You'll get cover A. You'll get the physical newsprint of Cactus Coyote with the cover art done by Andrea Buscolo. The Baccarat Gambler at $5 plus the shipping. You'll get cover B, which is the Bridge of Faust Cactus Coyote cover. At the Craps Straight Shooter level, you'll get your name put somewhere in the background of the comic. Who knows where your name will end up? It could be a wanted poster, a marquee sign, on a list of IOUs carried by one of Coyote's loan sharks. The possibilities are endless, but there's only 25 of them. We don't want to overload those. So go get on it. Spinaroonie High Roller. You'll get both newsprint versions of Cactus Coyote and a randomly selected casino chip for one of 3 big casinos from the comic. I think there's a lot of fun there. I would want both issues myself. In fact, I backed for both issues and the casino chip. And let's go on to the big boys, to the boys who really want to lay down their bets and get their returns. Spinaroonie Big Time Shaker, $50. You'll get both newsprint versions. You'll get all 3 casino chips, and you'll get that sweet poster by Amoeba Cannon. You can go for the Get Out of Debt, which is bulk copies for comic shops. You'll get 12 copies of the Cactus Coyote newsprint, any amount of variants of either. The Get Out of Debt Ultra Deluxe, which is the same but doubled, with a little bit more. You get 2 bonus issues for twice the price. And again, your choice of variants. At $150, if you folks are really wanting to place your bets on Cactus Coyote and Ironverse comics, you can get some of the manga art, the original manga art, straight from Dollar Coins himself. You'll get 2 pages of it, in fact. There's not many of those. You folks will have a unique part of Ironverse Comics history, and just some wonderful pieces. These are the creme de la creme taken from the 40-page manga run, all signed by Dollar Coins himself, the creator of Cactus Coyote. And maybe someday your bet will pay off, and they'll be worth a big mint. Only first 5 people get them, though. So you get this one. This one on the left is a possibility, and it's a wonderful preview of what's to come in the storyline. There's actually, I think it's 2 arcs presented. 2 wonderful arcs. I'm so stoked to get so far that we get to this bit, this bit down here, and this show off too is going to be very, very cool. And if you read the manga, again, his layouts and just the work itself, I really enjoy the manga. I hope we do more with it in the future. Keep taking a look. Here's some double-page spreads. You might get a double-page spread. And let's go to these big boys. After I burp, I'll be right back. And I'm back. The Roulette Palace VIP room for $250. Whew! This perk is for the notorious whales in Spinaroonie Town. Your elite gambling prowess goes unmatched in countless star systems. These VIP gamblers are the legendary breed. Get your name on a VIP badge and a special thank you page. Badges will be drawn on a page with a group of 5 silhouette figures, the backers, awaiting their next big game. It's limited to the first 5, so you get a unique page in the book, which is just wonderful. At Loan Shark Special Credit, at $500, if you want to throw Coyote a bone and grease this mangy mutt's paws later, then you must be a loan shark. Your name on a special page where Coyote's fretting over which shark he has to worry about paying back next. Don't get your legs broken, pupper. Only 3 people can get that. And of course you'll see the physical perks plus shipping at checkout, of course. And let's go ahead and continue with this. It's more than a spruce goose. This is Ironverse Comics, the same team that brought you Jack Irons #1 and #2. We've got a talented team and community we've met and grown along the way, along the way. And together, we're going to play this ace and beat the house's odds. Take your shiniest nickel, watch the ball dance across the roulette wheel, and read 'em and weep with that jackpot. Place your bets, friendo. Thanks for stopping by and supporting us. 100% echo that. Ironverse Comics, Team Coyote is the creator and writer, Dollar Coins. The Ironverse's editor, myself, Cody Fernandez. Cover A and the page art by Andrea Boscolo. Cover B and a lot of good promotional art by Bridger Faust. And the Classic Coyote poster by Amoeba Cannon with a redesign and redesign works fine by Zero Fox, the wonderful Ironverse Comics logo and concept gallery guy. So there you go, folks. That's the campaign. I hope you'll consider backing it. We'd certainly love you to. The bets on this are pretty damn good. The work's already begun. It should deliver much faster than our previous efforts. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh this, see if we got any more bites. Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. No more bites. That's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and go to chat. See if you guys have been yammering on while I've been yammering on. I need to pull this up over here so I can read it, though. It's too small otherwise. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah, you guys have been shooting it back and forth, huh? Duck Coins. If you want risky, then you want escape deck cards combined with Coyote's slot machine suitcase or roulette revolver. Addiction. Maybe a caffeine-addicted engineer? Interesting. Sometimes Dollar Coins. Sometimes cards have weird rules attached, like sudden death or elemental, which attack Coyote back. Those are the risky cards. They'll mess him up. Coyote actually has a damage threshold for maintaining his more humanoid form. You guys again will see that in the manga. Reading out. Thank you, Shillbot. There's a lot of gimmicks. Every Coyote form has a unique device that balances it. But yeah, the roulette revolver wouldn't come in until the next arc, which is very true. But the comic will offer sneak peeks of other stuff. And who knows? Maybe if we need to continue the manga. Yeah, we'll see, Dollar. We'll see. We'll see how you feel. We'll see how it feels overall. I certainly did enjoy it, even with our speed bumps and our ups and downs. I think it was a very worthwhile effort, and I'm so stoked to be able to continue to present it to people through this campaign. Shillbot. You get a really badass, fancy loan shark card if you get the loan shark perk. He already picked it out and designed it, huh? It's super nice. I believe him. He hasn't steered me wrong so far on these perks and with what he's planning here. Some wonderful, wonderful stuff. Let me go over here. I think it's time for me to take. Well, I poured that gold tequila. I never took the shot. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and retweet this. I would love some more people. I want this one to go on a little bit longer. Dusk, if you happen to still be here, this is also, I think we're going to move to the AMA section of this to ask me or Cactus any questions, or Dollar Coins, any questions you may have with Cactus Coyote, Jack Irons, Ironverse Comics overall, Team Ironverse Comics, what the other projects are, what they're about. Just it's an AMA. Ask me anything. I would be happy to hear and engage with you folks. Always proud to have the audience we have and to be able to engage with such wonderful people. But I think we're going to take a slight music break while I try and shill this a bit more. And maybe we'll dive into the manga. I haven't done that for a bit. That could work. Dollar Coins, ka-ching, click, click. I think I'm getting what that means. I'm still waiting for the one that says coins fall all over the floor. That's what I want. I want ka-ching, ding, 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 ding. That's what I'm waiting for. So hopefully we get that by tonight and get that sweet Dollar Coins approval. But let's throw on some tracks. It's a little too quiet. I've got some drinks. I would love some more background. So this is Showdown at Cody's by Laguna Munta. You folks just look up Laguna Munta at Google and you'll find his wonderful debut album Plugs Out, alongside a few Jack Irons themed tracks. Who knows? We might even get another Cactus Coyote track from the very talented one-man rock band. But for now, this is Showdown at Cody's. I'll be back. I'll be in chat, but I'll be back a voice after the track. So, love you folks. I'll talk to you in just a minute. And again, thank you so much for being here, for supporting Cactus Coyote, supporting Ironverse Comics, supporting Team Ironverse Comics, and just supporting independent art. I'm so proud to be able to take part of it and to continue trying my best at making something wonderful for you all. I'll be right back with you. Enjoy the track. So I was too busy promoing to take that double I have here, so I'll go ahead and do that now, and you folks might have to listen to it. No, I'm here, Dusk. I do take moments to promo and to usually take a drink, but I forgot that second part this last time, so you guys are gonna have to listen to that. Bom 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 bom. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. We're seeing what we can dig up here, dollar. Um, you can't expect too much. My hope is we can continue to use this stream. I think it's going to be a good promotional stream. And cheers to you, brother, and cheers to everybody who supports Team Ironverse Comics. Honestly, this last year's working on year and a half now has been a hell of a journey. Okay, Dusk. Did you miss anything with the Indiegogo? Depends how early you left. I was just kicking around a little bit ago. We actually look at that. We went up 20. We went up 20. Thank you so much, whoever you are. Dollar coins, you're gonna have to get on that. You're alerted when somebody's backed. And my recommendation is to always make a personal thank you if you can link them to something. They might not. Particularly if they're linking you through Twitter or whatever. Always make sure to say thank you. But yeah, we got another 20 there. Thank you so much. We almost hit the $200 threshold. This 173 actually put us at 2% instead of 1%. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Very stoked, especially for an early launch day. My time, we still have an hour till we were going to officially launch. I think Dollar Coin's time, it's an hour over the launch time. I can't guarantee that, though. It might just have hit the launch time. But yeah, we adapted to get our mailing list backers some one killer deal. And I think it's working out. I like this. Let me go ahead and see if there's anything else new. Nice. There we go. It was somebody's a crap straight shooter. Hell yeah. We need you folks throwing and rolling those dice. I hope you feel you're rolling. You're not rolling doubles. Let me see. I think you want to roll a 7 in craps, if I'm correct. I hope you guys hit that 7. Let's see, anything else over here? I guess I should take that little bit of liquor. I'm going to put some music on in the background, folks, so just don't mind me as I kind of just fill air with my voice. Nothing with real purpose or reason. It's just going to be how it goes. It might be loud. Give me a second. I think I got to balance it about this level so it's not too loud. And again, we're when I do this, I'm skirting some things, so we're gonna see how it works with YouTube. I don't understand YouTube very well for background music. I've been looking very hard for digital rights free, songs, but yeah, haven't got there yet. So we're gonna try these and see what happens. It's covers of covers, so you think that might work, but we'll see. Let me go ahead. So far, so good, honestly, with our streams. But we don't get over 30 people. It ain't a biggie. Oh, there's a comment. There's 2 comments. Ha! Thank you, Dusk. Thank you so much for backing us. I appreciate that. This is the book for you if you're a gambling man. I can guarantee that. Some of the fun. We're bringing that back to Weird Western. You don't see that angle very often. With Jack, you get this kind of apocalyptic Mad Max philosophical dreck. Well, with with Coyote, you're getting some wacky, fun, attempt to do better with what you got kind of feel to it. I couldn't be more proud to be talking for Ironverse Comics and be pushing Team Coyote's work. Now, say that. I'm going to go ahead and turn up this music so I can take this damn shot without feeling like I'm as much on stage doing it. Anyway, I'll be right back, folks. Be right back. Alright, here I am. Mostly. Still a little. The gold seems to be kicking my ass a bit more than the silver. But I'm here. Alright, turn that down. I hope the folks can hear me just fine. I'm trying to speak up, so I hope that helps compensate for anything I can't really notice on my end. Check chat. Any comments? I left a comment, of course I did. And Dusk, you gambling man, you can overcome temptation. You just gotta bet with your life and win. Luckily, you had some money in my PayPal to cushion the price. That's what did me in. That and Coyote being a bad influence. As if he could do any worse on me. Well, thank you, Dusk. Nonetheless, we really do appreciate you. Thank you for modding. Thank you for being a big fan of Ironverse Comics. Thank you for showing up, communicating. And thank you for placing your bet on Cactus Coyote. I know it's waiting. Any kind of crowdfund, it really is a gamble, and I have great faith in Team Ironverse Comics and our ability to deliver. Particularly Team Coyote at the moment. He seems to have his shit together a lot more than I did starting mine, and I think it's going to show. I think we can really nail that price and keep things going. And thank you so much for being an early backer. That really does make all the difference for Indiegogo's algorithm and just for our own personal pride in pushing this thing. Every dollar we see come up is going to be better. Every dollar coin placed on Coyote is going to keep us spurring forward to get that $1 more. Let me go over here. I think I'm going to, again, retweet some stuff. I'm going to advertise Kactus a little bit while I'm just sitting here. I got this second, well, it's actually probably about the fourth shot. I do take doubles at the same time.
Son, your ego is writing checks your
Let's
body
just keep
can't
retweeting
cash.
this stuff. Oh, let me skip that. This one might have lyrics. If it has lyrics, I'm a little less stoked about it. Let's go to some classical cover. That can't be, right? I don't know. I don't know how this works. I just like music. And this is some sweet-ass Mozart. Let me go ahead and... that won't work. This'll work, though. I can retweet that. Yeah, that's a nice one. Let me go over here. Bum, bum, bum. I gotta go over here. No, over here. One of these places. It's almost like I might have done this before once, maybe. Let me see. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I mean, if you folks want me to go through the manga, I am more than happy to. I would like, I would really enjoy, though, some AMA questions. Let's get that going. Fuck is that? There we go. You know what? I think I might. I don't know if I need to do that tonight. I'm gonna. Okay, let me see if I can figure this out. If I can, we're gonna do it. Bum, bum, bum. I don't think I want that. Is there a way to make it last like... that's the longest it can last. I have it never do that, but there's going to be a limited number. There we go. Boom. So, folks, I'm going to go ahead and link you to the Ironverse Comics Discord. That's right, we have a Discord. We post random memes. We talk about comics. We, smart dollar coins. Yeah, no, you're right. I'll go through the compendium. But we post all kinds of stuff. I try to bring value to it. There's an archive section where we dump historical videos. There's a comic section just to buy some time every once in a while. You just look through some really quick web comics. You can promote yourself. I really enjoy our Discord. It's real quiet at the moment, so we'll see how that goes. But come on in and make yourself comfortable. Yeah, that's what I'm going to type. That's, yeah. Well, maybe I'm going to attempt to type. No, there's an L in that, Cody. There you go. All right. 25 people. It's open for 25 new slots. Come on in, make yourself comfortable, communicate with the Team Ironverse Comics, talk Cactus Coyote, get the best support, updates. It's the best place to come and ask questions, all that good stuff. Just hit that link and join our Discord. I'd love to have you, love to talk with you. Alright, so he wants me not to go through the manga, but to go through the compendium. This is our holy book for Ironverse Comics. I just got to open it up real quick. There's a lot of good stuff. I've gone through it on stream before. It was a great piece to go through, actually. There's a lot of good stuff there. But we're going to go through particularly the Cactus Coyote bits of it. One question, though, Dollar Coin. is there any spoilers? Are there any sections that are Cactus Coyote I should avoid? I feel like there might be. So I'm going to ask you straight up and wait to open that. Yeah, actually, there's a couple links like that, Dusk, floating around for our Discord. Nobody ever filled up the full. I think I did one that was 15, and then I did another one that was 25. Nobody really filled it up. There's not a huge interest, and thank goodness in some ways, because we are a small comic company. We're a small comic studio, and the less I have to focus on moderation personally, the better community we can forge. I think we can do that. Okay, Doll Coins, you are so very true. It's not a holy book. It's fanfic nonsense that kicks some ass. You are correct. A bit disrespectful there. Good to call me out on it. Go up to the mayor of Funtown and do Spinneroonie Town, but don't do Dead Man's Hand. Well, see, this is gonna be tough, man. I gotta dodge all these things, and I got these drinks in me. Well, you folks came here to roll the dice. I guess it's my turn, huh? Let me see. I'm going to go down here. You guys... Should I start with an overview? Dollar? I could go through the four horsemen so folks kind of know where they sit. And then I'll skip over Jack, because this ain't about Jack. And I could skip to Cactus. Oh, I didn't notice you added the Japanese bit, too. Very cool. Yeah, see, I have the wheel, so you're going to have to deal with my version of driving here. So what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to do a quick introduction, because maybe somebody doesn't know Ironverse Comics and they got this far. I kind of doubt it, since we are an hour and 20 minutes in. But if you folks got this far, we kept your interest, I would love to introduce you to Ironverse Comics on a wider scale, and then we'll specifically go to Cactus Coyote. So you know, show what you want to show. Perfect. All right, we're gonna go through that. But here we go. There's the mayor of Funtown, introducing our slogan and our books, Ironverse Comics, where our word is metal. There's a lot to that phrase. It's a very deep phrase, and I hope you folks will take it to its full depth and not to its surface level meaning. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and continue. This is the Ironverse Companion. The Ironverse, or Ironverse Comics, what we're trying to build in, is a multi-dimensional universe. It's bound together by the four horrors, or the four horsemen, and the heroes that oppose their efforts to consume and change all reality into their very specific and individual crude reflections. They aren't working together for a quarter of everything. No, they each want everything. So here are the big players, and the biggest players in the Ironverse, by far, are the four horsemen, the four horrors. That's a preview of a pinup included with issue number 2. You folks are getting a nice little privy to by Carl Oro of Deathsworn fame, and S.E. Tonks, very talented colorist. So you guys get a nice little pinup preview too. There might be something extra too for you, Jack number 2 and number 1 backers, involving something around this. I'm pretty stoked for that. But let's go ahead and go continue. What are these four horsemen or four horrors? These are the pillars, the pinnacles that bind all of Ironverse Comics titles. So you folks might as well be aware of them. They are beings of pure evil and negativity. Their very essence seeks to break the bonds of nature and manifest in the physical realm. They achieve this first. Should be a comma. I actually can add a comma there. They achieve this first, comma. No, not comma after S, comma. Through subtle energetic influence. There's the commas. But soon, with enough negative buildup of their respective thought form / essence, you know, what makes them each specific bit, you know, what makes war, famine, plague, and death. But soon, with enough of that energy built up, they can form on a world physically. They can actually manifest into an intelligent, sentient creature, usually reflecting whatever caused event / thing that pushed the evil to its break. I'll point out through this image, why not? Famine, it was corporate greed and horror that manifested him on Earth. War, it was pure aggression, anger, and the desire to crush your foes. Plague, it was science run amok, trying to make the perfect thing. Death, obviously it's death. These three things led to quite a bit of death, as they tend to do. They come in 4 distinct flavors, each hating one another, as each is seen as the only thing in the beholder's path. There's an exception to this, that some will leverage each other's, they'll leverage their brothers to further their own goal. So if there's a mutual goal between them, sometimes if the need or the goal is powerful enough, they will set aside that difference. You see that in Jack Irons issue number 2, which I'm still waiting for more folks to read, goddammit, but we're getting there. We're right there. Maybe I'll do, like I said, I'll do that update after we're done with Coyote. But right now we're establishing the Ironverse. And these folks, these 4, are the biggest pinnacle of that. So I'm going to go ahead. We don't need to go through all of them. Maybe I'll just, this is Famine. He's the manifestation of greed, corporate apathy, consumption, and suffering. I don't need to go through his motive and minions. War, he's the manifestation of rage, violence, and murder. Plague, he's the manifestation of wicked intelligence and reckless progress. Death, of course, he's the manifestation of a cessation of the eternal cold, the disconnect from all that is to what is beyond. So he's a little, he's different than his brothers, and you'll see that as we continue. Of course, each is different from each other, but Death in particular has a much different vibe than the other 3 brothers. So, we have our heroes, our 5 major players with solo titles and work. They seek to purge the Horsemen from the multiverse, first on Earth, then among the stars. That's the goal of Ironverse Comics. If we are able to get through the first 5 arcs in between each title, so 1 arc each, we'll be working towards that, and towards getting space to actually purging the Horsemen in space, which is where Cactus actually starts his footing. But we got to get there, and Cactus Coyote's the second step, so go ahead and go back that. We can continue to take these wonderful steps forward in forging this crazy-ass universe. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to scroll through some things. Here's Jack. I'm going to go straight through Jack. Jack's not why you're here. Cactus Coyote is. Or in Japanese, don't pardon my pronunciation, because I'm going to butcher this no matter what, so I don't care. Motomo Kokatuna Mitibani. The Shadiest Smuggler. I have no clue how to pronounce any of that. Happy to butcher it. So, Cactus Coyote. He's an alien shapeshifter that roams the Ironverse universe, taking odd jobs ranging from pulling off heists to anything that involves gambling of any sort, especially if it involves paying off his immense debts, also accrued through gambling. He's the shiftiest and shadiest around. Yeah, well, I guess we'll... are there any spoilers in here, Dollar? I don't think there are. I don't think you guys will see this that I'm looking up here. I sound like a Skaven. Sweet. A rat person. I don't mind being a rat guy. Jeez, now I want the character to be a rat now. Horseman bad. Good call, Dollar Coins. Horsemen are bad. Or they're the natural flux to inspire life to improve. Is that bad? If they can actually overcome it and become better for fighting them, were they actually bad? And that's one of the explorations of Ironverse Comics. Only 89% butchery. Yes! Scored that 11%. Fuck 10%. I went a full 11% on my butchery. That was good. Alright. We'll go through this. I don't think there's too much spoilers in his. It's kind of just a character overview. This version of Coyote, actually with the tail, is not current. We need to switch up this picture. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Because even his little form has kind of a cute little tail. More of a chihuahua tail than a big bushy one. But anywho, yeah, really this is just what Dollar Coins and I kick around to make sure that Ironverse has a cohesive feel to it. That's what the compendium is. His emblem. It's originally a flat, round badge. It enables a false hollow disguise to hide the wearer's true form. Coyote selected a cactus as the badge's avatar. Afterwards, he scanned various things that would be combined to form his fixed Cactus Coyote appearance. Yeah, this isn't his natural form at all. He was completely used. He was a tool. He was not himself. He was not allowed an identity. He was allowed simply to serve Plague. And so, breaking free, he found his own appearance. Cactus Coyote's body. As a shapeshifter, Coyote's body's composition is bouncy and palatable. Is that the word, palatable? I think you mean pliable. Because palatable means it tastes fine. I think he means pliable, like putty or Play-Doh, which enables him to be very elastic. However, after formerly being a test subject in Plague's lab with countless experiments done to him over the years, his body composition and shapeshifting abilities are even more accentuated than before. He's immune to almost all illnesses and viruses, an advantage to being experimented on. Basically because he swallowed every known universal virus and plague. He had that shit. He was a biohazard dump for one of the most evil things in the universe. So, you know, there's a few benefits. Let me go down. Here's his abilities. Collateral damage. It's one of his unique abilities he's gained from being experimented on. He absorbs damage instead of taking it in. His eyes are used as a meter to gauge his absorption. Once the limit is reached, Coyote shrinks down to his smaller, almost more natural dog form. That's closer to the natural form of his race. The ability isn't a constant reliability since every damage absorption requires a lengthy recharge in order to restore Coyote back to his original form. It's very true. He takes some time to earn that strength back before he can wrestle himself back into his more humanoid form. There's also a link to another character with this damage threshold that I'm very stoked for Dollar Coins to be able to explore. Stomach storage, which is kind of one of his most unique powers. It's a pocket dimension that's located in Coyote's stomach. Its actual size isn't fully measured. Nobody's gone in there and explored because it's full of biohazard and all kinds of crazy shit. It's where the things Coyote eats ends up, either in temporary storage or as a transportation for bigger, cumbersome things. He can eat crazy-sized things and store them in himself and even access them at will. It's a wonderful gimmick and ability that I, again, really stoked to see explored. You see it explored in the manga in that he swallowed a starship engine that is many more times the ship he's traveling in, and he's able to jerry-rig and plug in that starship engine into it so that it runs, you know, it's a small Porsche with a fucking tank engine in it, you know. It gets a lot more speed. You'll see in the manga again. Please go ahead and check that out. Our shillbot's been linking it like crazy. Click the link. It's free. Well, I mean, what's it gonna hurt? Take your time. Enjoy, I hope. Blueprints Reconstruction. Coyote inherited the ability to reconstruct a profuse of items. Plague uploaded blueprints into Coyote's DNA database. From this, materials can be dropped into Coyote's stomach storage and create... So yeah, he can swallow a bunch of unrelated items and forge them into something new in his stomach. He has a great control over that pocket dimension. And again, it's another ability I'm really looking forward to be explored in both the Western adaptation and maybe the manga adaptation down the way. It depends how much you folks are interested in this character and backing further Ironverse Comics entries. And here we go. Here's the escape deck that Duskquill was talking about. I'm going to go ahead and check chat, though, before I continue. I'm a little loose. Let's see. Horseman bad. I can skip around. I know I can. I don't want to. I'm lazy. I think pliable would be more fitting. Okay. Delicious is also a trade quote. Now I get the context on that quote. Delicious is very much a trade. I'm going to go ahead. I don't think I'm going to edit that to pliable. I'll leave that for you, Dollar. But that's some good stuff. Thank you guys for being here, whoever's here. You don't have to engage, but I really appreciate you being here. We get a good amount, actually. Let me go ahead and... I can't quite without doing this real quick. There you go. So we're going to do that for a second. Bum, bum, bum. We're getting some interaction. I'm happy to do that. Let me see. Aw, okay, that's sweet, but nothing to do with what I'm doing. But very sweet. Let me go down. Bum, 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 bum. This is the one. Ah, no, that's not the one. Oh, no. I don't think I bookmarked it. The new, yeah, I need to go here. And I need to make this, bam! Alright, and then I'll go over here. Yeah, you folks don't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. I promise. I'm doing something. I'm doing something beneficial, even. I'm trying to get more people wrangled in here. That's what I'm doing. Alright, I guess we're going to go over the escape deck. I think I go here. Bam! We're back. Alright, let me, whoop. Alright, the escape deck, which we kind of talked about in chat, actually, which is great. But let's go ahead and go through the compendium record of what the escape deck is. It's a black handheld device that is distributed by Famine Inc. That's right, PH Famine, completely different guy. It allows the user to use unique cards that are either won through in-game gambling or the purchase of various digital card packs. Card packs acquired by the player can be used to activate an array of unique skills. It's like Magic if it was a loot box. It is considered a grade A destructive item by ANU's Illegal Contraband Committee and a waste of time by many gamblers as very high stake playing. You're more likely to lose, but you're more likely to gain crazy amounts of whatever by playing. So I get it. That's why Kactus does it. His coin changer. It contains 3 different element coins that are made of special metals. They're eaten by Coyote, and depending on the coin's metal composition, it'll provide a range of effects that affect his shape-shifting powers in many unique ways. I am unsure if this will affect the rest of his race in the same way it affects him, but it was a very cool adaptation Kactus was able to find out, and I think it's a great bit. I could go through the coins. We're just going to go ahead and walk through them. There's an image of one of the palladium coins. It allows him to compress his body more when he eats large items. So say he eats an entire fucking starship. This would allow him to be normal size. He just needs to eat the starship, and then it'll be all stretched out Looney Tunes style. And he swallows the coin, and it will compress that item for him. The radium coin, which is a vitamin booster that extends his shape-shifting powers and capabilities. But if he tries it too much, he'll get sickness. I'm not so sure how that manifests physically. Dollar Coins maybe could elaborate. He doesn't have to. I don't mind surprises in the books I'm reading and editing. So we'll see there. The Delirium Coin is basically, Delirium Coin is almost a reset for his collateral damage. I assume, though, again, like the Radium Coin, if he took it too much, it would actually not be beneficial. And then this, within the manga, the Excelsior Coin, one of it's a coin that's struck from the 3 other coins serving as base. The coin's chemical composition changes, bestowing it with a sleek rainbow shine. The coin is used to give Coyote easy mobility and direct control over the items stored in his pocket dimensional gullet, but it's not without its side effects. Once the time period expires, Coyote reverts back to his little dog form. Yeah, it's a huge strain. We can go through the forms of Coyote. There's a lot of... I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and give you right here. Spoiler alerts, folks. At this point, if you're interested in Cactus Coyote and want to see it revealed beyond the manga in real time as you're backing the comics and reading them, don't continue forward with me. Go ahead and back the comic and go ahead and check out Ironverse Comics. Stick with us. But you might want to tune out for a little bit so we don't spoil what's coming with Cactus. There's a lot in the free manga you can go ahead and read that'll give you the idea, but I do truly want to not spoil the wonderful ideas and story bits that Cactus come up with. But if you're interested, or if we haven't completely sold you on the concept of Cactus Coyote, go ahead and continue with us, and I'll be going through a few more of his bits. Right here, right now, under 6 shots of tequila. That's how Ironverse works. and a few burps apparently. So here's some of his forms. He has the bolo tie form. It's a form. Okay, I guess I'll go there. Patreon, Ironverse Comics. You can go ahead and review the first full 2 issues of Cactus Coyote in the form of storyboards, and you'll get a lot more information of this wonderful character, Cactus Coyote. In particular, to be more specific and accurate, Dollar Coins put a ton of work into his lore, into the storyboards themselves, and you can go ahead and read those first 2 and you'll get an idea of where we're working for. But I myself, I've read, God, how many issues have you written? I've read so many issues, and it's such a magical journey. It certainly inspires me to do better with Jack, but there's a lot of bits here, and I can't wait to get to them with you folks as long as you continue to support Ironverse Comics, Cactus Coyote, Jack Iron Steel Cowboy, and our future efforts. I think we have a lot to offer the comic community, and if you're willing to embrace us, I can tell you, you're going to get a real nice hug back. Anywho, the bolo tie form. Again, spoilers. If you've read this already, sorry. I tried to spoil before. Tried to give you the spoiler warning before I went down here. The bolo tie form. It's a form that utilizes Coyote's interdimensional stomach with the deposit of a palladium coin. This is the form he would take if he's compressing something. It allows him to carry cumbersome items in a compact, compressed body. A paper stashed in his hat's ribbon reads, "Time is money." The compression puts on his body also affects his cactus badge, compressing it into a more thin size, also making his form a little less distinguishable, a little bit more flat and almost ugly. Pay-up watch. It's a wind-up watch that tracks his bolo ties. Bolo tie Coyote's allotted time limit. So he swallows this coin. The pay-up watch, manifests out of the shape-shifting, and so he can watch. He can watch and make sure he doesn't fuck up with the smuggling or whatever he's doing with this big ass item he swallowed the palladium coin for. It costs 1 palladium coin and only buys 12 minutes, so he has to swallow quite a few coins to get anywhere in space. The coins are sorted into the clock's back and winds 3 times before shattering, absorbed into the watch. Then there's also the Zoot Suit form, which you actually see in the manga. It's a form that allows easier and quick access to the items stored in Coyote's interdimensional stomach without having to remove them. That's the important part. So he doesn't have to puke anything up to use it if he's in the Zoot Suit form. And it takes a full Excelsior coin to make this. So it's not something he'd do usually because it would leave him very vulnerable after the effect is done. Which again, you'll see this whole process in the manga that Dollar Coins and I presented. There's the Taxation Suitcase. It's part of the Zoot Suit form. It's a gold suitcase that resembles a slot machine. It's attached by a long gold chain that leads into Zoot Suit Coyote's deep pockets. Once the slot machine rings up 3 symbols, the form ends. This form can only be prolonged by 2 cards, which I assume are connected to the escape deck. Taxation Exemption, which restarts the slot machine again, and Grace Period, which does not trigger the suitcase's slot machine unless Coyote opens up his pocket dimension. Here we go. And there's, of course, the Mayor of Funtown form. If we can get to the Funtown arc, I think you guys will be hooked on Ironverse Comics. I don't even know if you'll give Jack any credence anymore at that point. Just because Cactus Coyote is so much fun. But you'll see. It's a white Victorian-style suit. Coyote takes a Pez dispenser and pops a shapeshifter tear pearl into his mouth. I will actually show you what the shapeshifter race, the race Coyote belongs to, later on in the stream. We'll get down to that after we finish his little bit. But you'll see. It turns him into the Mayor of Funtown form, which is a white suit with a monocle, a top hat, and a sash that reads Mayor on his chest. This form makes Coyote much faster, springy, and much trickier to catch. His shape-shifting powers also become available to him, which is great. It's actually kind of hard for Cactus to shapeshift without the coins, thanks to Plague's experiments. Stock Chicker. a stock ticker that watches Coyote's energy in his mare form. If he expels too much energy, his stock tape will go into the red and go bankrupt, ending the form. Again, Coyote, dollar coins. He spent a lot of time working out the rules and benefits of this character, and the odds. And again, I think it's 100%, 110%, 115%. If I'm going over 100%, 1,000% worth placing your bets on this book. I think it's got some crazy ass possibilities, and I think you folks will be excited to have taken a part in Cactus Coyote. And at the end of the day, I think you'll be super stoked to show everybody. You know what? I helped make this happen, and nothing compares to that. There's a Gangster Coyote form. This form's achieved by Rat Cat, which I don't know if I'll get into. In fact, I might skip around these last ones. These last ones we're going to leave. Well, yeah, in fact. And then we get into other characters, which haven't been quite revealed yet. This fellow right here, Issue 2 of Jack Irons, will be your lead into this particular lead. But we'll get there. Right now I'm going to switch over here so I can get to other pertinent Coyote information. Let me go on down. In fact, yeah, we'll go here. To our mini heroes. But first, let me see. Boom. I didn't read Gangster Coyote. You're good. Fuck AirPods, dude. I don't want wireless headphones I can lose. Give me my wires. Wires have a point. There's a reason we've used the auxiliary jacks since 1940. Okay? It's a good fucking interface. But no, seriously, guys, don't worry. I skipped that. Not like you can pause the video later. Don't worry, guys. I know what to skip. I don't want to spoil too much. I think I did all right, Dollar, didn't I? I got decent instincts. I navigate all right, even on 80% autopilot, or let me see, what is it, 89% autopilot, as Duska had put forward. Is it cool I go through the shapeshifters? I think it's kind of an important part of Ironverse Comics. In all honesty, it might be the other pinnacle besides the Horseman. It might be the antithesis of the Horseman, the honest antithesis. And I would love to present that. I think we can, but I'm going to wait for confirmation. We're going to stay over here while I talk. I'm going to go ahead and do some more promo because, you know, people get in here and back Cactus fucking Coyote. That's what, you know, you got to do it. And I'm so privileged to be able to cuss simply because we do adult comics. Oh boy, I separated that to a separate window. I did not want to do that. Let me see where we are. Okay, that's where we're at. That's good. I don't know if I'm going to go back to that anyway, so we should be okay. Bump. Check chat. Oh, I didn't want to open that. I opened something I didn't want to open. Uh-oh. Oh, you're damn right. Alright, so Dollar Coins comments that my instincts are leading me well, which is, if I had to be arrogant, I would agree. Not like a composite. No, it's so true. My skeleton, or his skeleton, is piloting his mecha meat suit. I'm not 100% sure, but there's some very cool stuff to do with Tracker, Top Predator, which I was kind of pointing at before I left off that. Dollar Coins does say, sell their cuteness. You're damn right I will. I'll get to that right now. In fact, after I close this thing I didn't want to open. There we go, it's closed. Let's go ahead and switch on back. Thank you folks again for being here. Oh, it stopped working. I closed your ass. No wonder it stopped working. Okay, let's go over here. So, besides our 5 main heroes, we have these wonderful characters. Our quote-unquote mini heroes. They're the shapeshifters. They're the remnants of Cactus Coyote's race without Plague's interference. So, the shapeshifters. Their beings of pure innocence and light. They're able to change form at will. They may be key to the universe's survival. I'm not joking there. These little fat, chubby little motherfuckers, these little guys, they are, again, I would say the antithesis to the horsemen. Where the horsemen are all negativity and gaining power, these are playful beings with a great amount of power that only search for the light. And I'm very happy to have these beings present in Ironverse. So we're going to go ahead and go through the few that actually have a name and a personality. There are small spoilers ahead. Small spoilers. I want to go through them because they're important to me. They're important to Dollar Coins, and they're important to Ironverse Comics. And I don't think people quite realize how important. So we're going to go ahead and go down. So there's Dumpy, which you'll see a lot of Dumpy. We use him a little bit in promotion, but you'll see more of him once we get further into the Cactus Coyote comic. That's the biggest deal. If we can get Cactus Coyote far enough, even without Jack, and I think Jack can keep pace with Cactus as we move forward. And in fact, I think all our titles can keep pace as long as we continue to be Ironverse Comics and respectful and providing such a killer product to engage with for folks. I think we got this. But Dumpy, well, see, that's the issue. Should I spoil? Folks could have read that. So if you guys read that, that's fine. But really, should I spoil? There's some arcs there, Dollar. There's some arcs. The shapeshifts, they are indeed chunky boys. They're fat little guys, but they can turn into whatever, so the fatness doesn't really matter. It's just adorable. I mean, Dollar, does it... I think it spoils a little much if I go too far, does it? I mean, folks could have read that while it was just sitting there yapping, but... I mean, there's some good stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and scroll through it. Maybe I'll just read the names, and if you folks are interested enough, you can read the entries yourself. So there's Dumpy, there's Mo, there's Chunky, there's Baby. Oh, and you don't have Smokey? Smokey's my favorite. But there's also Smokey. And then there's Rad Cat, another huge character in the Cactus Coyote section of Ironverse Comics. Very wonderful character. The dynamic between Coyote and Cat is absolutely wonderful. Again, can't wait to see it explored. There's some of her abilities. I think we're going to hop off the compendium. I don't think I want to ruin the shapeshifters too much. Main point, guys, these adorable little shits are super important. And I'm so stoked to see that importance manifest in comic form for you all to read. We've got great plans for them. It's so awesome. I'm so stoked to be able to continue pushing Ironverse Comics as long as you folks will let us. So, I'm going to go ahead and go to the scene. I call it the scene. It's where the chat is, so I can see you folks. It doesn't look like there's much there new. He didn't actually say, okay. We'll go over here. Well, guys, as much as I love to stay on, I've been fucking wiped out all day, and I wasn't expecting to be back in the campaign. Dusk, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the campaign. Thank you so much for just being a mod, for everything. Thank you, brother. You take care. But at least I can go to bed with sights of wholesome, universe-saving chunkuses. They are very much universe-saving chunkuses. You will see. You'll see. The epitome of some of the most horrific concepts in comic books that we are portraying through Ironverse Comics will indeed be these cute little chunky boys. And I am so stoked to see them beat these motherfuckers. Continue backing and we can do that. Smokey hasn't been figured out yet. That's fine. He doesn't need to be. He doesn't need to be figured out. He's my favorite. He just wants to peddle Proto-Rex. You know. He's my favorite, but he's not that important. Well, Dusk, go ahead and write if you want. Go ahead and sleep if you want. I certainly appreciate your support. Appreciate you being a mod. Appreciate you coming here and keeping us company while we're shilling this very low odds gamble in a way. Thank you so much. Exactly, Dollar Coin's got it. Look forward to the fanfic and share it around in the future. Exactly, absolutely forward to it. Thank you so much. Take care, Dusk. Thank you so much. We actually made it 2 hours already, which is great. Again, thank you for being here. Take care, and of course I'll stay frisky. I got no other gear. Thank you, Shillbot. Go ahead and buy our merch, of course. There's actually some sweet Cactus Coyote merch on there. I might convince Dollar Coins on another piece of merch. I've got in a prototype. Hopefully Monday, tomorrow. Oh, sweet. Tomorrow I'll have a prototype in, hopefully, of a specific piece of merch I'll be pitching to Dollar Coins. He doesn't even know I got, which will be fun. Been a privilege. Thanks again. Click. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, I want to make it that extra 13 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and do the promo as I've been doing. It actually didn't get any engagement, this latest promo. It's kind of surprising. But again, it's Monday night. Folks are sleeping, ready for work. It was an interesting time to do a stream. And I think throughout the week we'll have more. My goal would be, I'm hoping to hit at least 1 or 2 streams this week to promote this. I think I can line up at least one. That'll be very beneficial. Honestly, I have an unbelievable amount of faith in what Ironverse Comics can do, and Cactus Coyote is a gigantic part of that faith. And I think you guys could do it. Well, okay, God. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid that. I was thinking of doing a viral marketing kind of thing where folks will see how I engage with Twitter to market shit. But I think I'm going to wait a few days because, god damn, Indie Comics last few weeks. It's been about a month now, actually. I've been building up to today and yesterday. So, yeah, I'm going to wait till it quiets down again. But thank you all for anybody who comes and sees this, taking your time, watching it, engaging with us, listening to my drunk ass, trying to sell you a book I truly, absolutely adore alongside our other work. Let's see. I don't want that. Blah, blah, blah. Do I have anything else worth showing? I don't want to spoil too much of that. I don't need to talk about that. Oh, there we go. That is something. Should I? I mean, again, I don't have a flight tomorrow, so I'm not gonna get up. You wanted me to go through Spinaroonie, didn't you, Dollar? So maybe I'll go through Spinaroonie. Let me see chat. Yep, Sunday night. No, it's not the Tycade thing, actually, Dollar. It's something completely different. Something completely different. We'll see we'll see what you think. I wanted to get the physical product and take a good picture of it while I got it. But yeah, let's do Spinaroonie Town. Dollar seems excited. Let's go through that. We'll go back to the compendium. Let me go on down. And baglam. And I'll go ahead and do click on this and boom. So you guys don't need to see my what's going on in the browser there. All my there's nothing really there. I was going to try and make it seem better than it was. There's nothing there. But I don't mind hiding it anyway. I think it looks better. So, Spinaroonie. This is the main hub. You know, if I was going to talk Jack in the same way, we'd be talking about New Deadwood. You can compare them in terms of importance per title. Okay, anyway, Spinaroonie. It's an intergalactic hub where criminal groups and gambling come together. Famine Inc. provides protection to Spinaroonie Town on behalf of the Criminal Empress. In exchange for protection, the Criminal Empress offers monetary tributes to Famine. The Anu have a stationed battleship to keep a presence, regardless of the horseman's situation and criminals. So the Anu turn a blind eye simply because they also benefit through a lot of the trade and exchanges with the horsemen. They'd never officially admit it. They'd probably never officially admit Spinaroonie Town even fucking exists. But they will guard it like they would guard New Deadwood or any other near isolationist part of the galaxy. But the difference is they wouldn't guard it. New Deadwood, it's literally an embargo. Nothing comes in or out. Allegedly. Spinaroonie Town, it's more, if you aren't an extreme danger to any Anu alliance, any Anu Confederation planet, I bet they'll let you through and do your business. Okay, so there's the Spinaroonie royal families. The Gambly Epicenter was founded by a group of alien settlers called the Platinum Bloods. It's a name given for their perfect sculpted forms, down to the very blood coursing through their veins. A very vain alien species who have been teetering on the brink of extinction for countless generations. I'd assume that because of their extreme isolationist and interbreeding. On the day of the town's founding, a tiny crystal crab emerged from the moon's dust. Likely the only inhabitant of the desolate space rock. It crawled into one of the horn crowns of the Platinum Bloods, as if validating their place. Since then, the crystal crab has moved from crown to crown among the Platinum Blood families, deciding the ruler of the bustling town time to time this way. The criminal empress currently is Chandra of Spades. Her family set up the shop generations ago and became one of the main Platinum Blood families that would be known as the Royal Suits. There's a princess, Millie of Hearts. There's a prince, who is the Zephyrkopf of Joker, which, again, if folks want to read that spoiler, go for it. Otherwise, I'm not going to go ahead and read it. There's the Royal Flush. So every Platinum Blood ruler of Spinaroonie has had their choice of personal royal guard. The card name has changed a few times between Royal Suit families. But so far, Spinaroonie has known this powerful group as the Royal Flush, this feared guard under the criminal empress's command, and towards all assassins and enemies that dare challenge Lady Chandra of Spades' rule. And there's plenty of them. We're skipping over the Dead Man's Hand. We're skipping over Discount Casino Town. We're skipping over that. And then we just go to the New Deadwood. So, I think that might be our compendium showing. Spinaroonie Town is the New Deadwood of Cactus Coyote. It's just as important, if not more important, than New Deadwood. And I can't wait for Cactus to show all you folks his wonderful and wacky escapades involving both Spinaroonie and the Ironverse galaxy as a whole. That might be all the content I have to talk about, unless I went into the manga. We almost hit 2 hours. That's a respectable stream length. I'll ask if anybody's in chat. Go ahead and make yourselves known. This is also an AMA. If you have any questions on anything I spoke about before, or any topic in general, preferably about indie comics or Ironverse comics, but honestly, I'll answer anything. I'm a pretty open book. I try to be anyway. But again, particularly on the content, the comic content. But let's see here. I don't think there's much more I can do on this particular bit. Go down. Yeah, nobody caught that. That's kind of. But again, Monday night. I don't blame folks. Hopefully, folks will catch it during the day tomorrow. I think this has actually been a really killer stream. I've enjoyed the hell out of it. Lots of good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and check the campaign if I can find it again. Boom, it's over here, see what we got. We got $173 on a blind release, not so goddamn bad. Over the coming few weeks, prepare to be carpet bombed, folks, with my my marketing strategy. Especially you folks on Twitter who have a smaller following, or follow a smaller group of people. You might be seeing a lot of Cactus Coyote promotion. I hope you'll bear with us. I certainly respect you for doing so. I know seeing the same basic idea again and again, especially somebody trying to sell you something, isn't always great. But we do indeed need that. Yeah, I don't care about that. Yeah, I think we might call it. Unless Dollar Coins has something else to say, specifically, or to tell me to say, since I am that. Giving me the business, aren't you, Dollar? That's fair enough. You know I keep my hentai websites separate. I know I didn't fudge up that bad. And he's just standing there, Dollar Coins. So if you folks have any questions for him, you know what? If you're not here for now to answer live, go ahead and leave a comment after the video goes, normal, non-live stream. Vince says he's the biggest fan of Coyote. I assume that's Vince Rush, Team Ironverse Comics, very talented letterer, and he's actually on another title, our next title that we'll announce after Cactus Coyote. As the main artist, Vince Rush, he's an extremely talented individual. Again, everybody in Team Ironverse Comics is somebody worth your time. Certainly worth my time. I made sure of that. I'll go ahead and retweet that out, actually, what Team Ironverse Comics is and who they are. But besides that, folks, I think unless Dollar has something I need to address that I haven't addressed already, I think we might call it. And I'll go ahead and leave with the Cactus Coyote campaign video again and the link. Let me go down to find what I'm trying to retweet, though. Made it way more difficult. I think there's a good reason for it, though. Let me see. Go up here. He wants me to look up Nami. I don't know how that benefits Ironverse besides showing some sexy from something else. I'm a Nami fan. Almost more a Robin fan, though. I find her personality a little bit more engaging, though both personalities are very well fleshed out in One Piece. And I know Ironverse Comics plans to do the same with its wonderful female characters, so I'm excited to go that far. Issue number 2 of Jack introduces you to Kitty McIntyre, a very important figure on Earth. Cactus Coyote will eventually introduce you to Lucky Eyecatch and Nebula Star. I know Lucky Eyecatch very well, and I'm excited for you folks to fall in love with her like I have. She actually makes an appearance in the manga. Again, go check that out. If you don't want to back, at least you can get some Cactus Coyote content. Maybe you'll consider spreading the free content around if you don't want to spread the paid content. Though at the moment, we very much appreciate your dollar. We got a lot of work to do on this campaign, and I'm excited to do it. Oh, my search history. There actually isn't any. I wish I could say that. Maybe. No, I really don't think so, Dollar. I mean, somebody hacking me could maybe call that, but I don't think I have that search. Sorry to disappoint you. My stuff's more random and what looks good at the time. But yeah, I don't know if we have anything else. Vince also likes pumpkin pies. I hope that's accurate. I don't know if Dollar Coins is just playing with us. I think he is, but you know what? Pumpkin pies are good, so I'll go ahead and endorse that. We hit the 2-hour mark. It's 12:01. I don't know if anybody but Dollar Coins and myself are here, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank you so much for viewing it later. Thank you for giving Cactus Coyote any of your dollar, any of your time, any of your consideration. We've got a lot building with Ironverse Comics, and it's a hell of an endeavor. And the fact that Dollar Coins and so many other incredibly talented artists have decided to undertake this effort with me is an honor I can never truly live up to, except by getting it out to you wonderful folks. So I'm going to try my hardest to do that. We actually got a good rate tonight on playbacks. Super stoked about that. Folks have been checking it out. I'm going to go ahead and link the Indiegogo 2, Cactus Coyote. Please go back if you haven't already. It would mean the world to myself, Dollar Coins, and all of us at Ironverse Comics. This is our next step. This is it. Come be here with us if you enjoy Jack. I think you can do that. Come on and place your bets, folks. Love you all. Thank you so much for showing. Thank you for viewing. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. For all the latest Ironverse Comics news, I may be increasing live stream frequency on this channel during this campaign, just to make sure we have a place to touch base with you wonderful folks, and you can get live reactions and answer your questions live. My goal will be to hit other live streams as this continues. Again, thank you all. Thank you for joining us on the old Ironverse rusty-ass trail. I try to use rusty instead of dusty because of iron, but today I've had too much to drink, so I can't do it smoothly, so you folks can fill in that bit for me. All the pieces are there. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Let me go ahead and find where I can call this. And I'm going to leave you with the Cactus Coyote video like I kind of planned to. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this. We're going to go over here. Hit that link up above to go ahead and back this campaign. The sooner you back it, the bigger we get, the more attention we can get, and the better the odds. So go ahead and do that for us if you do not mind. Or, you know what, not just do not mind. If you do not mind, share it, go for it, please do. But if you enjoy it, Ironverse Comics appreciates it very much. I've been Cody with Ironverse Comics. This is Cactus Coyote, and the song is On the Run by Jukebots and Dollar Coins. Again, thank you so much. Take care, folks.